What is up everyone, and welcome back to Talking Smack. I'm Logan Rivera, and tonight we just witnessed the final Friday night SmackDown before SummerSlam. We are officially 2 days away from the second biggest pay-per-view of the entire year, coming to you this Sunday, August 2nd, and after everything we saw tonight, it's safe to say the stage is fully set. Rivalries are boiling over, champions are being pushed to their limits, and challengers are doing everything they can to build momentum before the biggest night of the summer. Let's get straight into it. We opened the night with Seth Rollins going one-on-one with Bobby Lashley, and this one had major SummerSlam implications written all over it. Seth Rollins, of course, is set to face John Cena this Sunday, and this rivalry has been one of the most personal feuds on SmackDown in recent weeks. Cena has never beaten Rollins in this universe, and that fact has clearly been eating away at him. Rollins looked sharp early on tonight. He was confident, aggressive, and fully in control for large portions of the match. But then, just as things were starting to turn in his favor, John Cena came out. Cena didn't even need to touch him, his presence alone was enough. The distraction threw Rollins off his game at the worst possible moment, and Bobby Lashley capitalized, picking up a massive win. And you could see it on Seth's face: frustration, anger, disbelief. Cena didn't beat him physically tonight, he beat him mentally. And now, heading into SummerSlam, for the first time in this entire rivalry, you have to wonder if Seth Rollins is the one being thrown off balance. This Sunday, Cena has the chance to finally beat the one man he hasn't been able to overcome. But Rollins is dangerous when he's angry. Next, we saw a huge development in the SmackDown Tag Team division. The heavy cruisers, Braun Strowman and Ricochet, went up against the Creed brothers. Now we already knew the champions would be defending their titles at SummerSlam in a fatal four-way tornado tag team match. The Street Profits were in. Titus Worldwide were in, but there was still one spot left open. And tonight, the Creed brothers earned it. They shocked everyone by defeating the champions in a non-title match. And make no mistake, that's not just a win, that's a statement. Now at SummerSlam, it will be the heavy cruisers defending against the Street Profits, Titus Worldwide, and now the Creed brothers. For teams, no tags required. Absolute chaos. And after tonight, you can't overlook the Creed brothers anymore. Then came one of the most chaotic moments of the entire night. Brock Lesnar went one-on-one with Dominic Mysterio. And honestly, this was never about Dominic. This was about Gunther. Dominic spent most of the match trying to survive, trying to avoid Lesnar's power. But then Gunther appeared, and just like that, everything exploded. Gunther attacked Lesnar, causing the disqualification and handing Dominic the win. But more importantly, he sent a message: this rivalry has become deeply personal. Lesnar put Gunther through a table last week. Tonight, Gunther got his revenge. And now, with the Universal Championship on the line this Sunday, both men have proven they're willing to do whatever it takes. This isn't about respect anymore, this is about dominance. Gunther wants to prove he belongs at the very top. Lesnar wants to prove he still owns it. Then we saw the United States champion LA Knight in action against Damian Priest. But before the match even began, Priest confronted Knight and demanded an opportunity. He wanted into the United States Championship match at SummerSlam, and LA Knight accepted. Until last week, LA Knight was due to defend his title against Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam, but unfortunately Cody picked up an injury while training and will just barely miss out on SummerSlam. He beat Priest tonight, clean, but that wasn't the end of it. After the match, LA Knight grabbed a microphone and officially announced the full fatal four-way for SummerSlam. It will be LA Knight defending against Damian Priest, AJ Styles, and the returning Shinsuke Nakamura. That is an absolutely stacked match. Styles brings experience. Nakamura brings unpredictability. Priest brings power. And LA Knight, he brings confidence. This could steal the show. And then we reach the main event, SmackDown Women's Champion Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair. This rivalry has defined the SmackDown Women's division for months now. Hell in a Cell, Money in the Bank. Every time Charlotte has stepped up, Becky has survived. And tonight, Becky survived again. She picked up the win with a roll-up, proving once again that she can outsmart Charlotte when it matters most. But Charlotte didn't look weak. She looked dangerous. She looked hungry. And this Sunday, Charlotte Flair gets another chance to finally reclaim the championship that has eluded her all summer long. So now, with SummerSlam just 2 days away, let's look at what SmackDown is bringing to the table. Brock Lesnar will defend the Universal Championship against Gunther. Becky Lynch will defend the SmackDown Women's Championship against Charlotte Flair. The Heavy Cruisers will defend the SmackDown Tag Team Championships in a fatal four-way tornado tag match. LA Knight will defend the United States Championship in a fatal four-way against Damian Priest, AJ Styles, and Shinsuke Nakamura. And Seth Rollins will face John Cena in one of the most personal rivalries we've seen all year. SummerSlam is stacked. Every championship, every rivalry, every moment has been building toward this Sunday. Momentum has shifted, lines have been drawn. And now, there's nowhere left to run. This Sunday, careers will be defined. Champions will fall, and history will be written. I'm Logan Rivera, and this has been Talking Smack. And I'll see you all at SummerSlam.